They don't hold their lightsaber up here. They hold it down here.
It doesn't matter. Just do it. Okay, Bailey, do your thing.
Action. Take 3. Can we just keep it? Let's just do the cut.
No,
okay, fine. Oh,
you can do it. I believe in you.
All right, hello. This is Behind the Schemes. I am here with esteemed filmmakers, Estrella, Kowal, and Ayan Barat. So we're here to talk about The Last Skittle. Yeah, so like the main thing I think we should talk about is that it was filmed like over a year ago, right?
Action, take 1.
Yeah, it was filmed August of 2019. Yeah. So
Okay,
almost
yeah.
a year and a half.
If I were to film a video and then to actually like produce it and release it over the course of the next year, I'd be like, why did I do this way? What was I thinking?
I think it's worth it in the long run because the video got way more views than I think any of us ever expected. Like that thing broke 100 in a day. That's insane. Our highest view count before was like 82, and that's been over 5 years of just it sitting there.
If you guys were to actually like film that video or do it now and like have it produced on a different schedule, what would you do like specifically for filming?
I think we could have done a little bit more with the choreography, because I know we could have done more, but it was also, I think, one of our first, at least for me, it was my first video, I think. So it was, we're just taking it a little bit slow.
Yeah, for sure. I would also plan it out a little bit more ahead of time just because we just messed around until something kind of came together.
But also another thing I remember is that I actually had to go right after filming. Like this was not like we didn't have hours. This was all filmed in one day.
Yeah, it was all very rushed, so we couldn't like lounge and be all like, oh well, we can. What if we try this again, but this way? It was like, okay, shot, and you gotta go, but we gotta finish this.
Exactly, because I wasn't even. This was way before I was there for good. Like I was visiting you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was very, very like fast production, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we had Sanvi and Bailey.
They were a huge help.
Yes, because if we couldn't have filmed it, we couldn't have done it just us two, because somebody would have had to been holding the camera, or it would have just been like still shots. And I think one of my favorite shots is that little cut where it goes from above us.
The first clashing of the sabers.
Exactly, and because we only had one camera, or I think a phone or whatever we were using, we actually had to repeat the clash. I think it's like da da and then like down or something. We had to do that twice.
Clarification, Sanvi and Bailey are Ayan and Kai's younger sisters, respectively.
Yeah, mine's Bailey.
That's
what
it's pretty obvious from the video because I yell at Bailey a lot.
I think it was interesting. I think it's really interesting how we did this all within a day. We literally did this within a day. We came up with the idea. I remember we were sitting on your couch and we just came up with the whole idea in one day. And we filmed it, which I think is pretty cool.
There were a lot of times it was rather interesting. So I know much more about filmmaking now, even though I haven't really made anything, but I've just watched enough YouTube and I've taken college courses and all that. But there were so many times we just said action when like sometimes we'd say action instead of cut. We just say action all over the place. We just like anytime anything was happening, we just be action, or like the camera would already be rolling and we just be like action. I mean, it worked, but we had no idea like the official process. It was just a lot of like a combination of miscommunication and just pure like having no idea what was going on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, maybe Bailey, film from up here. No, but if you film like right here from the stumps, you can't really see them. Like down here. Okay, you don't have to go like this.
You gotta spit.
Yeah,
Spit, man. Guys,
No,
subscribe.
we don't have time.
Subscribe.
Jump up. Let's go. Okay. And action. Okay. You got that? Oh, did I actually hit you in the face?
That's good, man.
Okay.
I did, but
It's good enough.
that's good enough.
It's good enough.
Is that a cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd it look?
Boys.
I just had the realization that we filmed it in a day and then it took a year and a half for it to actually come out.
Exactly.
Like we were so efficient and then just nothing.
What was your guy? Because the filming took place a long time ago, but something that's taken place over much longer time and much more recently is kind of like the post-production. The video has a lot of special effects. There's lasers, lightsabers, lightning, flames. Like, what was the process in doing those post-production After Effects? Like, was this something you'd done before, or is it something you were kind of learning on the fly?
I actually learned a lot of the visual effects, like how to do them while doing it, because the software that I now use, Kai showed me, it's HitFilm Express or HitFilm Pro.
One of the
So I was
variations
learning
of that. Yeah.
during this process.
I've done this stuff like this before, like what was it? Return of the Phobia.
Yeah, Return of the Phobia was an English project.
Check it out.
But-
Check it out.
I think it's cool because you guys actually did that. Like, I wish I had the idea to do something like that. My 7th grade, I guess that was like last year. But, you guys had like the creativity to do that. Which is cool.
Thanks, man. But I think, if anything, what this did for at least my thing is, I got better at this is obvious, but I got better at visual effects. I think it just solidified my knowledge in it. Because before, I kind of knew what I was doing, but it was a lot of just look it up on YouTube, like tutorial, how to do lightsaber tutorial, how to do force lightning, etc. But this time around, I looked up much less tutorials. I looked up a few, but it was mostly not to copy them exactly, but to find my own inspiration. And honestly, it's definitely the most VFX I've ever done, because it's just the amount of it, and then also like school year. But it was quite a process, but honestly, I'm glad I did it, because now I know how fast I can work with it. Now I know how basic, like the basics of it, and I feel like I've just, if anything, just strengthened the things that I've already known.
Actually, a question for Kai. What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene to watch or that I worked on?
To watch. I've never asked you this before. So.
To watch. You know what? It's gonna be the one. It's gonna be the one where it's the lightning scene. So you have 3 shots in there. Those 3 shots were. Okay, no, they're not the hardest. The hardest shot was easily the last shot with the flames and the lasers and all that. But the hard thing about those was just because it rendered so slowly with the lightning effects, and then I also put lens flares, which made it render even slower because I can't help myself. But there's the final shot, the 3rd shot in that, it's it has the lightning coming at the screen. It's just the way that it turned out, the way that it looks at the end. It's like a 2-second shot. It's not even that. It's less than a second, and I find it to be one of the best looking shots, almost accidentally, because I think just the way that the light matches, the way that the scene is shot, the way that the almost the force of the lightning coming towards you, Ayan, when I like whoosh, boosh, throw it back at you, it's pretty cool. I like it.
I have to say, I have 2 favorite scenes. One of them, I'm a little biased, but is the one where I jump off the rock in slow motion.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, because I don't know, I just like, it's just cool. And then the other one would have to be the one where I like summon the force lightsaber, like where I force grab the lightsaber from your hand. because I don't know why the lightsaber colors look so rich somehow, even though they're probably the same as the other ones.
Do you guys have any plans on doing some like a sequel or just another project in the future?
At this point, we live as far away as we can while still being in the US.
Yeah.
So we're, it'll be a while, but I'm hoping that we could do some more of it, especially if you can come visit us here.
Yeah, it should. I'm thinking it could be a fun thing to do, or like every time we meet, maybe not every time we meet, but at least if we can, like, make a sequel. Maybe the next one can be the Last Skittles or something. I don't know. Get some aliens up in here. But hey, if you want to see the sequel, why don't you subscribe? And that might come out not anytime soon.
You guys, does Little Schemers have plans for new videos?
We have a couple things that we've talked about for a long time. We have some stuff we wanted to work on based off a project we did for school. It was if anyone here is watching this has watched Lost, that audio drama we did that we posted, there will be a sequel coming out for that. That's probably gonna be our most ambitious project coming out anytime soon. Where most of our videos during quarantine are gonna be mostly small 1 to 2 people stuff similar to the Last Skittle, silly, fun. And then once we get out of quarantine, we have a couple ideas for some projects that we've wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah, and one thing, I just want to say one last thing about the Last Skittle is that
Go ahead.
one thing I'd like to think about it is I wouldn't classify it as a Star Wars film or a Star Wars fan film, because it has nothing to do with like any sort of aspect of that. But what I like about it is that it's like kind of like it's a cool video that has Star Wars effects and Star Wars and it's got a completely different story. Like the ending is honestly one of my favorites.
Ending is very, very funny. The music and the flames and the fact that you just like erased your bodies up to the top is so good.
Dude, I watched Tron. I literally watched Tron and I was like, oh, I have the best idea.
It's just so much fun. I'm excited to see what you guys do, and I'm excited for us to do more stuff. This has been Behind the Schemes for The Last Skittle. If you haven't seen it yet, I would highly recommend you go check it out. It's got some really good VFX. And subscribe. Oh, we have an Instagram now. Instagram is in the description below, because join me. I don't know how it works, but I'm using it, so it'll be fun.
Thanks so much also just for watching. Like, we got 300 views. That's insane for a beginning YouTube channel. I just want to I don't know if anybody's going to be actually watching this, but if you are and you did contribute to the 300 views, thanks so much. It's a big confidence booster. It shows that we have something to contribute to YouTube, that we can actually do something cool instead of, just crapping out whatever. So,
yeah. Thank you for watching our stuff. See you in 2 weeks.
And
Subscribe.
maybe you can stick around for another 3 or 4 years.
Subscribe.
You can do another one.
Yeah, just subscribe.
Subscribe. Okay.
Hit that subscribe button.
Okay.
If you
Bye.
liked it,
Smash that like
button
No, we're not taking other people's stuff. Goodbye.
Smash
Bye-bye.
We really have to get to class, Kai.
Just film.
Okay. Just say action when you're ready.
Action.